Hello and welcome to this VFR flight. I'm just going to show you a bit more about how I use LittleNavMap. So we're in the Bristol area here, and let's do a short hop. Let's find a departure airfield. Let's go from here. So we right click to set it as departure. Now let's find another small airstrip. Let's try somewhere a bit west of Cardiff. How about Old Park Farm airstrip? So we'll do that as destination. So what it will do, it will draw a straight line between the two. However, we need to be cognizant of airspace, of course. So why don't we start by heading towards Clifton Suspension Bridge. So we'll add that to flight plan. There we go. Now where will that take us? So if we hover over any of where we are, so just say stop here, we can see all the types of airspace that are under the mouse pointer. So we do have some Class D CTR there, but we shall figure that out. Right, and let's go across to Cardiff Docks. And then what we'll do is we shall maybe remain outside the airspace by going to Taff Wind Farm next. And then we'll get a straight run into this airstrip. So if you look, here's all the different types of airspace, as I said. What's interesting though, if we set our altitude and let's say, I don't know, let's say we're going to go 1500 feet. And then we come up here and click on show the airspace at flight plan cruise altitude. You'll see some of it disappears, so now there's less to worry about. So we do have, this will be fine at 1500 feet. So let's, I'm not sure if we can actually type in for, I think it's in 500 feet increments. We can't change it to, oops, pressed the wrong button there. Yeah, we can't change it to less than 500 feet increments, unfortunately. But so I'm not sure whether we would need a zone transit, really. We probably would be entering this airspace. No, if we stay at 1400, we'd be okay. There's an RPAS corridor. Something ambulance service corridor? Danger area. Anyway, I think we'll be fine if we go about 1400 feet. So the next thing I would do is I would have a look at these airfields. So EGYF, Avon Lane airfields. I would go to flightsim.to and I'll type in the ICAO code just to see if anyone has built. Oh, someone has. Avon Lane enhancement, fantastic. So we'll click on that and we shall download that. Oh, it's a very, very small freeware thing, so it's probably just layout of something or other. And then we'll scroll along. Just download that and we'll scroll along to our Finnish airfield EGPY. So we'll have a look for that one as well. Let's have a look. EGPY. No, that's Egypt Air. What's it called? Old Park Farm. I'll just type in Old Park, see if anything comes up. Oh, it does. Brilliant. Yeah, I didn't actually check these before making the video, so I'm quite pleased about that. And this one's a larger file, so it's added runways, parking spaces, added cows and sheep. Excellent. Okay, let's download this one as well. So we'll just extract these downloaded folders to our community folder. Excellent. Now, one other thing to show you here on LittleNavMap is this button here. If we click here, this shows you our route and the terrain underneath. So we can go to any point, say here. If we're at 1500 feet, we can come here and it will show us that it's 634 feet above ground at this kind of highest point, 629 at that point. So it says leg safe altitude 2000 feet. So I think we will go at 2000 feet and then what's happened to the airspace. So we'll be just skirting inside the Bristol CTR. Sorry, we would anyway. That'll be fine. We'll just do that. Right, so now let's go flight plan, export as FS 2020 plan. And actually, one thing we should do, actually we don't need to do that. Right, export as MS 2024 plan. So we'll save that there, and I'll see you in Flight Simulator. Right, so we're now in Flight Simulator. We've got the Just Flight Piper Arrow, and let's see if we can load in our flight plan. Here we go. Right. Here we go. Now, do we have a parking space we can choose? Yes, we do. So, let's now click fly. Right, so here we are at Avon Lane Airfield. Some very strange rocks. There's a couple of hangars, an Oster over there. That's very nice. Right, so if I go to LittleNavMap now, I can zoom in. I can see exactly where I am, which is helpful. So if you hover over the airfield, like here, it will show you, it says wind prefers runway 27. It's basing that on the nearest METAR, which is Bristol. So it's thinking runway 27. So we'll taxi out, we'll backtrack 27, and we'll take off. And then we know our first heading's 292 magnetic, and it's 7.2 nautical miles to the Clifton Suspension Bridge. So let's see how this all goes. Right, taking off. Probably should be using Unicom here or advisory, but there literally will be no one in the world using this airfield, that's for sure. Right, rotation speed, let's climb into the sky. God, those rocks are frightening. So continue our climb about 80 knots. Let's get gear up now. Did that work? Try again. There we go.
Easy 27 Delta Lima, London Control, hello, climb flight level 230.
Right. Flaps up now.
London Control, good day. Ready 75 Echo, passing flight level 165.
So now looking here, we can see our magenta line.
75 Echo, London Control, hello, climb flight level 270.
It's now working on the GTN 750. Right, let's level off around about 2,000 feet. I think I will do transmission.
Easy 12, route direct Scary.
Easy 12, descending to 21,000 feet.
Easy 12, roger, route direct Scary.
Route direct Scary, thank you.
Right, let's continue this way. Right, let's do a quick message then. Let's get my power back now to 23 squared. Right, let's level off. London Control, good afternoon. Golf Oscar Romeo Lima Alpha requesting basic service.
Golf Oscar Romeo Lima Alpha, London Control, pass your message.
Golf Oscar Romeo Lima Alpha is a Piper Arrow from Avon Lane Airfield to Old Park Farm Airstrip. Current position is about 5 miles from the Clifton Suspension Bridge at 1,900 feet. Looking for zone transit to just cut the north of the Bristol CTR from Clifton Suspension Bridge direct to Cardiff Docks, VRP.
Golf Oscar Romeo Lima Alpha, thank you. Squawk mode Charlie.
Wilco Golf Lima Alpha. Okay.
Golf Oscar Romeo Lima Alpha, thank you. Bristol QH 1023, clearance for transit, Bristol Control airspace, east to west. And via Clifton Suspension Bridge towards the Cardiff Docks, not to altitude 2,000 feet. And your Squawk 5071.
Roger, clear to transit east to west from Clifton Suspension Bridge VRP to Cardiff Docks, not above 2,000 feet VFR on 1023, and stay again Squawk, Golf Oscar Romeo Lima Alpha.
Golf Oscar Romeo Alpha, that's correct. Squawk 5077.
5077, Golf Oscar Romeo Lima Alpha.
Golf Lima Alpha, correct report, Clifton Suspension Bridge.
Wilco, Golf Lima Alpha. Wow, look at this beautiful scenery, and look at this, like, dark and light bits of the sky because of the sky.
Universal 350, thank you.
Right, we're approaching Clifton Suspension Bridge, so we can see now on LittleNavMap exactly where it is. We can see it's going to be there. So let's, we're probably almost overhead it now. Overhead it, is that a word? Golf Lima Alpha's Clifton Suspension Bridge tracking to Cardiff Docks.
Golf Lima Alpha, Roger.
Oh, there it is, beautiful, look at that. So now, if we go to LittleNavMap and we click on, or hover over Cardiff Docks here, look, it will show us 270 degrees, 19 miles. So all we need to do is fly that heading, obviously accounting for any wind as well. So let's go for 270, right, and let's just check our altimeter is set correctly as well, which it is. And we'll trim
ET
properly.
27 Delta Lima, climb flight level 350.
So Bristol Airport should be coming up in the distance on the left in a minute.
75 Echo, route direct Puby. It's Papa Echo Whiskey Bravo India, climb flight level 280.
Direct to QB, flight level 280. Thank you
Look at
very
these
much.
graphics, it's ridiculous. Or maybe like actually get a bit more onto the magenta line, because I was, as you can see here, I was a bit north of it, so let's try and do that. And we can see here our cross-track error. See
Speedbird
there,
178.
so we know we need to go left a bit until we get to there.
Control, hello, expect the
So we'll just fly this heading, 1,600 feet, so good. Oh, yeah, I think Bristol is... Yeah, I'll show you another thing, look. So if I hover over Bristol Airfield, it will show me that it's 4.5 miles away directly south. So I think it's up on that plateau. Oh, I love these hills around here, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
S2178, it'll be like exactly to Markham.
Okay, no problem. Speedbird 178.
Oh, this is just wonderful. Marjorie's enjoying it, I think. I don't know, really.
Landing control, FedEx 49, checking in at
Right, let's just check whether I need to get to any more controlled airspace. No, I don't, so...
FedEx 49, London control, Roger.
London, good evening,
on the
American
magenta line.
1775360.
So... 30...
American 1775, London control, Roger.
Oh, I'm being a stupid idiot. Of course, this is showing me a direct track, isn't it? Not showing me my LittleNavMap track. Oh, I forgot. So let's head this way a bit more.
Delta, you were cleared on the runway 09 and your taxi was to Golf X-ray. Just confirm you'd still like to depart runway 09.
With the winds of 3006, I'll take 27 if possible.
Okay.
Easy 96 Bravo Delta, Roger. Be re-cleared by the X-Mall 1X3 departure then.
Start my left turn a little bit now.
Easy 96 Bravo Delta, via Alpha X-ray, service wind, Bristol 32 degrees, 6 knots, runway 27, clear takeoff.
Clear takeoff runway 27, with the wind 96 Bravo Delta.
Wow, it's gorgeous around here. So let me just check the controlled airspace. So this one we're in at the moment is 1500. Well, I've been cleared up to 2,000 feet, and this one is 2,000 feet onwards.
Bristol Control United 508, good 5 minutes break. United 508, before you go, contact your next station 134.260, goodbye. 124.260, United 508, bye.
Right, heading at 269,
sorry, my mistake, there'll
10.5
be
miles.
Shannon at 135.230. Good, yeah, get tomorrow 508. United 508, 135.230. 135.230, United.
So I want to be quite high because I'm over the water
United
now.
8904, contact Shannon on 135.230, goodbye.
Really would not want Marjorie to drown.
Shannon on 135.230, United 8904.
EC12, contact Jersey Control on 125.205, goodbye.
125.205. Thank you for the ATC this afternoon. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.
Golf Lima Alpha, 5 miles to run to Cardiff docks. I will be remaining just north of the Cardiff airspace, so just requesting basic service.
Golf Lima Alpha, roger, squawk conspicuity, so without basic service, frequency changes approved if you fancy it.
Roger, SWAT conspicuity, and that's noted, Golf Lima Alpha. Right, very good controller, have to say. Right, just approaching Cardiff Docks VRP. So, we shall turn on a heading of 300 degrees. This is Cardiff City Centre. Right, we'll maintain. Oh, there's the big fat stadium. The Principality Stadium. We'll get a little dip down and look at that in a second. Once Marjorie is ready for me to tip my wings. There it is. Principality Stadium. Very nice.
Speedbird 178, when ready, descent flight level 140, level by Zurich.
Descent flight level 140 when ready, Speedbird 178, but I have my total descent at 55 miles. Can I descend?
Oh, still got my landing light on, like a total idiot. Let's flick that off. And check.
Flight 142, 3 minutes until gap there.
Transo Viet 142, thank you, contact Shannon 135.230, goodbye.
Shadow 135.230.
Oh, look at these houses building themselves. Streaming themselves in. Right, so even though I'm outside controlled airspace now, I'll still keep around about 2,000 feet. Give me plenty of room to find a field if I lose my engine.
Universal 350, contact Shannon
Right, fuel pump is on, let's change tanks now.
135.230, goodbye.
Let's go to right tank, just check. Yeah, let's go to the
135.230, Universal 350. Good day, sir.
right
Thank you.
fuel tank. Okay, and fuel pump off. Good. Oh, look, that looks like suspiciously like a wind farm to me. And then if I go to the LittleNavMap, I can see by hovering over that I am 6.8 nautical miles away. So it all matches up. It's great. And I'm climbing a little bit, but that's fine. And there's some sort of retail or industrial park here. So if I go to LittleNavMap, I should be able to see what that is. And it looks to be... what is it? Oh, Ely Valley Business Park. Very nice. Lovely. So we'll do an overhead join at this little airfield. I have no idea much about this airfield at all. But there you go.
Flight control Delta 1853, level 380.
I know it's about 10 miles.
Delta 1853, Thunder Control, roger, route direct Gapley.
263
Gapley,
magnetic.
Delta 1853.
We're about to fly over the wind farm. Oh look, there we are, we're over the wind farm. Indeed. So we'll turn left 263 now and we'll think we'll sign out, well, pretend to sign out with from London Control. Golf Oscar Romeo Lima Alpha, now 10 miles from Old Park Farm. Request frequency change to advisory 122.8.
Golf Lima Alpha, frequency change approved, vehicle en route, goodbye.
Roger, and thanks for service, Golf Lima Alpha. Okay, it's a damn good controller, that one. So we'll get Unicom into our standby frequency. No, let's swap them actually. Yeah, we'll listen to London a bit longer.
TCM flight level 140, speak to the 178.
So this is now a good time to hover over Old Park Farm airstrip. And it says nearest wind. Well, it's going to be either 18 or 36. They're about the same because the wind is 260. So I'll maybe go for... Should I go for 18? Oops. I'll go for runway 18, I think. And let's see, what's the 1,100 feet runway. Okay, so 18. So we'll just go overhead and we'll figure out what to do with those overhead join.
Thomas Cook 53 Romeo Juliet, apologies.
So I'm approaching the Port Talbot Steelworks as well. So we'll maybe do a...
Thomas Cook 53 Romeo Juliet, taxi hold Alpha X-ray,
also just get the elevation 134 feet. Okay. Let's descend now to 2,100 then. Okay. Okay, and let's have a look at myself descending. Beautiful. Right, so we know it's 1,100 feet. We know it's runway 18. I mean, it's just past a road. Let's zoom in a little bit. Here we go. Just past a little road. Oh, there's a big fat quarry here. Open cast coal mine, which we can see there, so that will help us find it as well. Right, let's now change our frequency to advisory, also known as Unicom. Old Farm Park airstrip traffic. Golf Oscar Romeo Lima Alpha is approaching 2,100 feet. We'll be doing an overhead join for runway 18. Okay, let's level off around here. And let's see if we can find this darn thing. So I'm carefully looking. Just coming level with the open cast mine now. Okay. Where is it? So for our dead side descent, we'll descend to the west side, I think, nearer the Port Talbot Steelworks. Okay, getting pretty close now. In fact, we can see here 1.8 miles to run. So now looking up over the nose, going to see what we can see. Not much yet. This might be tricky to spot, but hopefully not. That rhymed. Of course, we can see our distance on here as well. So let's zoom that in a bit more. Okay, 1 mile to go. Oh yeah, look, there's steam or smoke coming out of the Port Talbot Steelworks. So immersive this is. Okay. Very close now, half a mile to run. I want to be able to see it, so I'm just going to turn this way a little bit. It must be about underneath me, roughly. Okay, I've actually lost a bit of altitude there, but that's okay. Right, I'm literally right over it now. There it is. I've got it. So we'll do dead side descent now. So we'll get down to 1,100 feet in the dead side. Golf Lima, Old Park Farm traffic. Golf Lima Alpha is descending dead side for runway 18. Okay, so we want to be about 1,100 feet, and then we want to pass the threshold of runway 36 to join crosswind. Okay, looking for the field. I think I can see it roughly. Okay, there's my altitude, approximately correct. Okay. So, where's the field? There it is. A lot of white buildings down there, that will help me remember it. So nothing taking off or departing. So that's good. So we're now in the proper downwind now. So let's go. Or in the proper crosswind now. Okay, watch these hills as well. So let's turn downwind now. So brakes are off. Undercarriage. Within undercarriage speed, undercarriage is now coming down. Mixture is fully rich. Prop now full forward. Landing lights are on. Hatches and harnesses are secure. QNH is set. We're now downwind. Okay, let's get one stage of flaps. Port, no. Old Park Farm airstrip traffic. Golf Lima Alpha is now left-hand downwind runway 18 grass. Okay. Yeah, these hills are fat. This is called Morgan Country Park, apparently. Okay. Second stage of flaps. So it's going to be a very short strip, so we will need full flap. Alright, there's the runway. Let's get dune. There it is. See the end of the runway. Right, okay, here we go. And here's the strip, full stage of flaps. Okay. Watching the speed, 70 knots is good. Oh, power lines. Well, that's not good, is it? Oh, there we go, look. Right, holding off, holding off, holding off, holding off. Oh, we're going to have to go around. Bulk landing. Old Park Farm airstrip, Golf, Lima Alpha's going around into left-hand circuit. Gear is up. Flaps are up. Right, let's actually what we'll do is let us open the recorder. Right, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. Start a turn. Right, let's record and we'll get some views of this circuit. Right, that's fine. It's gone quite far upwind there, but that's okay. Right. Heading back towards the open cast mine. Let's start the turn. I'll turn downwind. Now, where's these white buildings? Slightly lost the field. Okay. Sure, I'll pick it up again shortly. Old Park Farm airstrip traffic. Golf Oscar Romeo Lima Alpha is now left-hand downwind. Second attempt. Runway 18 grass. Alright, there's the field. Ah, it was building the buildings, wasn't it? Alright, brakes are off, undercarriage is down. Mixture is fully rich, props full forward, landing lights on, hatches and harnesses are secure. Oh, gear is not down, gear is now down. One stage of flaps, two stages of flap. Alright, down there. Okay. Okay, watching the speed, watching the rate of descent. That's sinking like a stone. Okay, yeah, that's a bit stressful landing on these really short runways. Okay, we need to lose a lot of height. Let's go full stage of flaps now. But we don't want to do a big steep turn with full flaps, so let's start a gentle turn now. There's the field. Okay, 70 knots, speed is good. Okay, looking a bit better this time, I think. Let's keep the speed nice and low. Ooh, a bit sinking there. Let's just about cross this hedge like this. Right, let's land a bit stronger this time. Go, and let's go full brakes. Oh, here we go. Okay, just about going to stop before the end. So that's good. Let's go to LittleNavMap, and we can see here that that's what it's done. So let's. Is there parking? I do not know. Let's try and find some parking. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed all that London control as well. That was interesting to listen to. And this is in wind enough for me. So we'll say thank you for watching. Goodbye.